Hey guys, so today we are continuing with the 2022 lineup overviews, and this time we turn our focus to the Dodge Durango. I've already done the Charger and 300, so make sure to check those videos out if you're interested. We're going to go over the lineup and see what has changed for the year, looking at things like trim levels, engines and transmissions, colors, standard features, and changes from 2021. First introduced as a 1997 model, here we are with the third generation of the Durango, having been offered every year apart from 2010. You'll find the video outline on screen now, and let's get right into it. So to begin, we can take a look at the bigger picture and where the Durango will be going in the future. We don't know for sure yet, but there have been reports that the next generation of the Durango would move to a Ram 1500 or truck-based body-on-frame architecture. Of course, there's also talk that the Durango simply might not make it to a new generation and won't get the redesign and possible electrification that the Challenger and Charger will get for 2024. Of course, this is a very old vehicle that runs on the same generation since its reintroduction in 2011, but it still sells well, over 60,000 units for many years, and those sales weren't really impacted too severely by the pandemic. And also sales are back strong in 2021 with 53,000 through just September. So the first thing to look at would be the lineup, and it looks just a bit different than last year. There are 5 distinct models: SXT, GT, RT, Citadel, and the SRT 392. Those don't include the Plus groups, which are more of a package offered, but many still call the model the SXT Plus or the GT Plus. The major change here is the removal of the 2021 SRT Hellcat, which was offered for the 1 year only. Originally, there were only 2,000 slated to be produced, but after being extremely popular and selling out, Dodge upped the production to 3,000 units. But now that's gone, leaving the SRT 392 model next in line as the top performer, while the Citadel is the most luxurious trim level. Unlike the Charger and Challenger, there is no wide-body model offered for the Durango. The Durango is a rear-wheel drive vehicle, but all-wheel drive is offered on every model for an additional $2,600, aside from the SRT 392, which comes with all-wheel drive standard. It's also worth mentioning that the Durango Pursuit model is back for 2022. These have either the 3.6-liter V6 or the 5.7-liter V8 Hemi with all-wheel drive only, and other features like heavy-duty suspension and brakes, police seat, K9-friendly 3-zone automatic temperature control, and wiring for all the electronics that law enforcement agencies use. Now, when looking at the exterior, the Durango is distinctly a Dodge, keeping up with the performance direction of the brand. It's basically a muscle SUV. It borrows some cues from the Charger and Challenger widebody in the front fascia, and features LED headlights and daytime running lights, mean and aggressive upper grille that flows right into those headlights, a rear spoiler, and a sculpted hood. The Durango SRT looks the best with a performance front fascia and functional SRT hood, and the same hood is found standard on the RT as well. You can easily notice it with the center air inlet that's flanked by 2 smaller heat extractors on both sides. New for 2022, if you choose the blacktop package, which is typically around $1,295, you get this hood standard on the GT or RT, as well as P265/50 R20 Performance all-season tires. The luxury-focused Citadel features platinum chrome accents on the door handles, mirrors, and exhaust tips, along with 20 by 8-inch satin carbon wheels. And more about the wheels, there are many different options. The most basic are 18 by 8-inch on the SXT, but the GT and RT offer many 20 by 8-inch designs, and you can find 20 by 10-inch wheels that are on the SRT 392 with the black package, or the RT Tow and Go package. The GT with the Plus group, the RT, and the SRT also offer dual stripes by Mopar in 4 different colors: flame red, bright blue, low gloss gunmetal, and sterling silver at a cost of $1,195. Moving inside, the interior is extremely spacious and very driver-oriented, inspired by the Challenger cockpit. Dodge is slowly doing more to make this cabin a better place, with more bin storage, soft wrap materials with accent stitching on the instrument panel and center console, and wireless charging on the RT and Up models. The Durango has standard 7-passenger seating, and captain's chairs available on the GT and RT. The 2 higher trims, the Citadel and SRT 392, get those second-row captain's chairs standard, and 3 rows with seating for 6. The SXT and GT come with the Uconnect 4C that has the 8.4-inch touchscreen and has been around for quite a while. The RT, Citadel, and SRT have the Uconnect 5 system that upgrades to a 10.1-inch touchscreen, the largest in its class. Both systems will have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, along with Sirius XM radio and TomTom navigation. The Uconnect 5 system is a big upgrade, as it's not only 20% bigger than the 4C system, but also has a 5 times faster processing speed. There's also an LTE Wi-Fi package with Alexa. The Uconnect 5 system does have some cool features, like Dodge-themed colors, and the SRTs get a ton of Easter eggs that you can read on screen, like a smoke show startup, unique font, vehicle icon, and of course performance pages, standard on the RT as well as the SRT. Next we can check out the colors, and there are 6 available for the interior: black or light frost and cloth seats, black, radar red, vitra gray, or ebony red and leather seats, and finally demonic red Laguna leather seats that are reserved for the SRT only. Surprisingly though, there are less options for the exterior paint. The colors varied in 2021 depending on the model. For example, some were only for the RT and up, like F8 green or Redline 2, but overall there are 11 different colors offered. But it appears that Dodge has removed granite, billet, reactor blue, in violet, vice white, Redline 2, and F8 green, leaving just 4 colors. Those would be DB black, destroyer gray, octane red, and white knuckle. Now we can shift our focus to the powertrain. The Durango offers both V6 and V8 engines with a standard 8-speed automatic transmission. It's the 850RE for the V6 and the 8HP70 for the V8. The transmissions are calibrated specially for the Durango, taking into account all road variables like grade changes, tire slip, downshifts, kickdowns, and more, optimizing the shift points and delivering maximum torque to all 4 wheels. And of course it can also be shifted using the paddle shifters on the steering wheel. The 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 is the base engine, standard on the SXT, GT, and Citadel. That engine has an output of 293 horsepower on the SXT and 295 horsepower on the others, and 260 pound-feet of torque, and it also has stop-start technology. V6 is no slouch, propelling the Durango from 0 to 60 in 7.4 seconds, and able to run a quarter mile in 15.7 seconds with all-wheel drive. Gas mileage is also really solid, rated at 19 city and 26 highway mpg, and that drops to 1825 with all-wheel drive. The iconic 5.7-liter Hemi V8 comes standard on the RT, and it's also a $3,995 option on the Citadel. The Hemi has the best-in-class output of 360 horsepower and 390 pound-feet of torque, which is good for a 0 to 60 in about 6.2 seconds, and a quarter mile in 14.7 seconds. The gas mileage here drops to 14 city and 22 highway mpg. While it's not quite the same as that Hellcat engine, the SRT 392 still offers the 6.4-liter Hemi V8 that has 475 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. Remember, it's all-wheel drive only, which helps the Durango to a 4.4 second 0 to 60 time and 12.9 second quarter mile time, with better traction and enhanced handling. Both of the V8s do have the fuel saver technology, which deactivates 4 cylinders seamlessly when driving under certain conditions to improve the fuel economy. A major discussion point of the Durango would also be its towing capabilities, as many people use SUVs like this to tow or haul stuff around. The base 3.6-liter engines can tow 6,200 pounds. With the 5.7-liter Hemi, when paired with all-wheel drive and the $5,000 tow and go package, more on that later, the towing capacity goes up to 8,700 pounds, which is more than any other full-size 3-row SUV there is. That setup features a low-range transfer case with a neutral position, so the low range improves the off-road performance and helps for certain towing maneuvers, like when you're pulling a boat up a steep incline or backing up with a trailer. And the neutral position in the transfer case allows the vehicle to be flat towed without damaging any powertrain components. The Citadel does come with the Trailer Tow Group 4 standard, which is normally a $1,195 add-on. That features an integrated trailer brake switch, heavy-duty engine oil cooler, Class 4 hitch receiver, rear load leveling shocks, and a full-size spare tire with the Class 4 trailer receiver and integrated brake controller. And finally, models with the 6.4-liter Hemi also have the same towing capacity of 8,700 pounds. Now, what's new for 2022? Dodge has added quite a lot for the Durango, basically just beefing up the standard content in various ways. First, the blind spot monitoring and rear cross path detection safety features are standard on every single model. The SXT has added 3 rows with seating for 7, a power driver's seat, ParkSense rear park assist system, and roof rails all standard. The GT now includes a remote start, heated front seats and steering wheel, and a power liftgate at no extra charge. Now we can look at the Plus group, which has typically been a $4,000 upgrade for the SXT and the GT. So first of all, now the Plus group is offered on the SXT and GT again, but also is going to be offered on the RT for the first time. Each Plus group comes with the standard adaptive cruise control with stop, advanced brake assist, and lane departure warning plus. For the GT, it also adds a memory system, rain sensing automatic wipers, bright scuff plates, leather seats with suede inserts, and both the first and second rows have heated seats. The RT Plus goes even further, adding tons of value in the form of Nappa leather seats with perforated inserts and accent stitching, a sunroof, forward collision warning with active braking, the Harman Kardon premium audio sound system, and the premium interior package, which includes premium wrapped instrument panel and Dynamica soft touch headliner. And we've already been over some of the other stuff, like the lack of a Hellcat model, and many of the exterior colors being removed. I also want to briefly cover the Tow and Go package, which is one of the most interesting add-ons for the Durango. It is the most expensive package, coming in at $4,995, which is even more than the 5.7-liter Hemi option on the Citadel, and this is available just on the RT, and it has some trickle-down options from the SRT models. So when it's equipped, it has the 8,700 pounds of towing capacity, an increased top speed of 145 miles per hour, and 4 different drive modes: track, sport, snow, and tow. It also comes with an SRT performance exhaust, SRT active damping suspension, a limited slip differential, performance pages, 20 by 10 inch SRT wheels, and an upgrade to Brembo brakes with black calipers. For $5,000, this is the closest thing you can get to an SRT without actually paying the full SRT price. Finally, the Durango offers over 60 available safety and security features, including standard blind spot monitoring, 7 standard airbags, full-length 3-row side curtain airbags, standard front seat mounted side thorax airbags, front row active head restraints, standard trailer sway control and available forward collision warning with crash mitigation, adaptive cruise control with stop, rear cross path detection, and Uconnect access with a 911 call and roadside assistance. So that's it for this video. That's the rundown of the 2022 Dodge Durango. There are actually some decent changes and additions as Dodge makes more features standard and slowly improves the interior. Despite the decent sales, it seems like Dodge will just let this car ride out mostly unchanged until 2024. Whether it gets a new body-on-frame design, some electrification, or simply gets discontinued, we won't know that answer just yet. From the V6 to the 392, there's many performance options, and the Durango can either be a big 3-row SUV for the whole family with best-in-class towing, or a loud monster that rips around town with a mid 4-second 0 to 60 time. So that's it, guys. What do you think of the 2022 Dodge Durango? Let me know down in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for all your Mopar content, and I'll see you in the next video.